What's up, everybody? My name's Magical Cracker. My buddy back there is Blueberry the Bunny, and this is Firewatch. Let's play. I haven't played this game before, and though when I thought of what I do for the first YouTube video, I kind of thought I'd go back. I would go back to older games that I've played in the past. When I've been playing games all my life, but I kind of thought the novelty of a new game, or at least a game that's been sitting in my Steam library for I have no idea how long, would be kind of fun to experience. So let's go through it together. Boulder, Colorado, 75. You see Julia. Okay. Oh, emotional music. So this is a falling in love story. She's about your age, late 20s. Not my age. Laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder, go Buffaloes. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. Oh, Henry. You approach her. You are drunk. Oh, responses. So, what's your, major? I would think if you were drunk with your buds, you'd be on the point of talking to someone about what they're studying. So, it's gotta be that you're pretty, right? You're pretty, she says coolly. Well, thanks. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. I agree, I suppose. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later you are Julia's boyfriend. That's a keeper. Cheeseburger for the creepy guy that came up and called her pretty. And now we're in an elevator. We're looking at backpack. We're looking at like flash forwards or flashbacks or something. Oh, I love the wood interior. Down into the dank, scary parking garage. Now, I know a little bit about this game, and I've heard good stuff about it, but not enough to really know where it goes. I'm guessing that's my truck. But guessing from what I've heard from the game, there's probably not a lot of collectibles, or maybe it's all like lore items and stuff. I mean, the obsessive compulsive gamer in me says I definitely got to come back and check for notes, article clippings, whatever. God knows what story you're missing. And in a game, I suppose like this, at least what impressions I have of a game like this, there might be some of that out there. Nothing really to pick up though. Let's just go straight for the cool red truck. Where's that prompt here? Load the gear. There you go. Close the tailgate. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Another sign of a keeper to come. Life is good. Sure. Julia wants to get a dog. Here we go, down the inevitable path of building the household. First a dog, then kids. Oh. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. Okay. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. I mean, the ultimate divide here is something I understand, but you can't take away... when you find a dog that you're in love with, you don't go for another dog, really. It doesn't really matter what the dog is, and I wouldn't want to take that away from her, especially if you love her, if she's your girlfriend. So we gotta pick a beagle. As much as Mayhem is probably one of the better German Shepherd names I've heard, and just badass as the dog probably is, gotta go with Beagle the Bucket the Beagle. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Yep, and Julia loves him, and you love him too. Good pup. 1979, so 5 years? 4 years. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. But 4 years into a relationship, if you're not talking about kids, it's, you're either really young, but, if you're in college, late 20s, yeah, it's about that point. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much, and that is true. I'm saying if you and I have a couple little idiots. Okay. I mean, I think one of the important things about a relationship is not to rush into something like kids or something like that. Don't make your relationship primary. But, 4 years into a relationship, probably in early 30s, yeah, that makes sense. That would be good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough, it's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. I mean, it can't hurt. But marriage, I suppose, is kind of overrated, and I don't mean to say, like, the religious part of marriage or the sanctimonious part of marriage where you're commuting to somebody else. More so that, just being together is really important. I think one of the things I brought up when I was getting married to my wife was how important it was we kind of prioritized our relationship over just kind of being married. But it worked out for the better, so little tangent there. Mr. Extreme Fire Danger today. Bored? Growing up in Southern California, albeit I'm not there anymore, I recognized this sign, though with its old Smokies missing. Instead, we got this kind of dead-eyed, creepy-looking ranger guy. Am I wrong? He's a little creepy. Let's move on. The game's gorgeous, though. I will probably say this multiple times. I do like these sorts of games where they have a really nice art style, sort of a pretty take on something. I wouldn't say all games can't aspire to be beautiful. I think even games like Borderlands are pretty attractive looking. But the Thoroughfare Trailhead. Does that mean it's a trail that goes through something, or is it truly called Thoroughfare? Don't forget to check in. No fireworks. Bear country. Ooh, lions and tigers and bears. Thoroughfare Trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers, so it's a tough hike, and there are bears. It's crazy. Well, this must be our little national park here, national forest maybe. Is he a ranger? Forest Service? Hard to know. There, Thoroughfare Trailhead right there. So we're kind of going. I suppose we're gonna go in this way, somewhere. Oh, cool. Is that something? Oh. I need to be looking around for pickups. I missed the bright yellow object till it was almost gone. Oh, sweet. Cody, Wyoming. Oh, come on. Oh, that's pretty cool. You see the nice bucking bronco for Cody, Wyoming? State animal? NANI? Well, I'm going to keep that. I'm glad I got the option. So I suppose this is Wyoming. So from Colorado to Wyoming. And then we can mosey along. Not missing anything else? I can't jump. Just walking controls for now. Let's continue on. It is quite pretty. I like the art style of this game. Kind of like a cartoony wilderness sort of thing. Oh. More flashbacks. 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. Kind of inconsiderate. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. I mean, 1980, before cell phones and things like that, you kind of learn to underappreciate pulling out a phone, texting somebody if you're going to be late or something. You actually have to hit a payphone or ask the business to use theirs. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Okay. It's absolutely worse to ignore someone when you're mad. It's better to be openly mad with somebody, honestly. You show some passion, get mad. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and to not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it, and it hurts her feelings. Not that she's selfish. I mean, maybe that's going too far, but it's kind of an inconsiderate act, for sure. Another year, so 6 years in. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. Oh, she's a horticulturist. She draws all the places you go. She draws you, hey. Draw me like one of your French girls. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Personal choice here. If my wife was ever knowingly looking at me, I would probably do the Victoria's Secret model routine. Not that, you can't show off some guns from time to time, but it's definitely not as funny. Julia was right. You are very pretty. It's the truth. Full circle here. So he's hiking in obviously alone. So I'm guessing, something's happened to Julia. The flashbacks will probably tell some more about that whenever they come. I'm just not sure when the actual game starts, or has, are we in the game and we're going to start kind of experiencing things in tandem, things in the wilderness or with what you're doing out here. And then it's a good point, going to Two Forks. It is pretty for sure. I wonder if Wyoming is actually like that. Anybody from Wyoming in the comments, maybe tell me. Spacebar to climb over obstructions. I had a good buddy when I was in school that was from Wyoming. Talked a lot about how, not necessarily how pretty Wyoming was, but how much hiking he did. And I know it's pretty empty out there. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. Yeah. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. At 0 to 100, I was just walking the dog, man. Okay. Bucket gets kicked. Oh, fuck this asshole. Okay, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. Wait, hey, I mean, if you're going to hold us up for money, you got to kick my dog, too? I'm not going to scare him away after he kicks my dog. It's not funny. That's not cool. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. Rightly deserved. Try to mug people with a knife and kick my dog. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. I mean, that's kind of realistic. I don't think anybody likes the idea that they almost got stabbed or robbed or beat somebody up. I mean, anyone, I suppose. That's healthy. Anyways, Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay, you don't want to go that way either. What a damn shame. From then on, you walk by the river. It's a nicer view anyways, I bet, if it looked anything like this Wyoming area. 84, 9 years into the relationship, plans to have kids that get waylaid by work. Okay. It's a long time into a relationship, but, you gotta focus on your career, too. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Wow. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Wait, I can't see anything wrong with that. Connecticut, it's a long way away, but convince her not to take the job or agree if she commutes back and forth. I mean, you can't convince someone not to take a job that they've been really successful at, right? I mean, as bad as this answer seems to be for me, that's better than saying, oh, well, you can't do it because I don't want to go somewhere. That sounds like a crazy great opportunity. It's not the greatest answer, but it's better. We ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. Hard decisions, though, but at the very least, you did tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. That's important. This is the important bit. I wish there was an answer that said, yeah, we're moving to Connecticut, but she agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. It's rough, that distance. So 10 years in, Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She getting lonely. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important for her research. Okay. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. Oh, memory loss. Like stress or congenital thing? She was found crying in the stairwell. Huh. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. I mean, memory lapse like that should probably get diagnosed. As much as you might want to be happy, yeah, you should talk to a professional. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia.
To say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I didn't expect such heavy emotional decisions to come up so quickly. I truly thought I'd be wandering around in the woods. Oh, she is 41. Man, the 2020 hitting hard all of a sudden. All these, the modern era of dementia and Alzheimer's. Shit, that sucks. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Does she have family? That's a nice little campsite. So, out on a hike maybe? He's just exploring. I know that he has some sort of job here, at least from the previews. He's in a watchtower looking for fires, one of those minders. But is he hiking in for that, or is this just I don't know. Sleep under the stars. There's a sleeping bag there. Yeah, pretty. Journal. Still got his wedding ring on. Oh, I didn't expect that. Oh man, so that must have been the drawings then. The frolicking like a Victoria's Secret model. I mean, he pulled it off pretty good, honestly. Bucket is getting older. Oh god, is the dog gonna die now too? Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. Just right to the fucking heartstrings, this game. A week later, she goes back to the university. Okay. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. Shit. She is devastated. Yeah, anyone would be. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. Wow. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door.
You have to say that you're fine when you're not
Really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would.
Tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. First off, I just got some clarity. The cheeseburger and outgoing personality, Australia, 100%. I should have pegged that earlier, but I've been representing Julia differently in my mind as, kind of like a Colorado hippie type, outdoorsy type, yuppie type, maybe. Australia, a little bit different. It gets worse. Another year. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. Oh my god. The part of me wants to say that, yeah, you can't ditch your loved ones when they really need help. But on the other hand, if you're a shitty caretaker and it's stressful on you, and they couldn't even get good treatment with you, then the care facility's better, right? If you get to the point, oh man, spend your days following Julia around the house. So it's bad enough that she can't really do anything on her own. It should be the care facility. If it's that bad, I mean, you can't be taking care of them yourself like that. What if you screw with them? What if you fuck them up? Jeez. So what I thought was just going to be a journey in the wilderness actually ends up being sort of a journey in the human psyche too, which is altogether more worrisome and scarier. At least the view is nice, but man, the juxtaposition between the increasingly more dramatic downward spiral and the flashbacks to the beauty of this wilderness setting. Yeah, well done. Oh, it's a buck, a 10-point buck at that. Look at that. Yeah, reminds me a little bit of that movie The Queen, and I forget how old it is now, but there's this whole breakdown. It's about Princess Diana dying in the royal family, and Queen Elizabeth in it goes out on her estate and finds a buck at some point and has this breakdown. Prior to that, she hadn't done that, so I'm seeing some parallels. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move there. You see her every day. So she has the care at the moments where you can't really take care of her, or it's just going to be a problem. So every day. Then every other day. I spoke too fucking soon. Okay? You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. Yeah, but, when she's lucid, when she's not lucid, it's just the problem is they would never understand that. So, fuck. You slowly decide to not see your old friends that much. Regression, yes, she's getting depressed. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder. Is Henry? Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it. If you won't see a therapist, you won't. You've always really liked Susan. Oh. Please. Months go by. Bucket dies. Fucking man. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Let's make the dog's death worse. Fuck me. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because she sees her less and less. Because you see her less and less. And seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. I mean, you're probably right. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. So now I kind of get it. So the guy takes a job. You know, he's going through a downward spiral of depression. Sees a job, maybe something that'll keep him busy. Something like this especially might be give you a little bit more distance and remoteness from your problems. You know, nobody ends up in Alaska or, you know, middle of nowhere by themselves without wanting to run away from something, I suppose. But she's stuck in a home there, so kind of going through all of this and the end, and that poor dog dying, and she's okay. Firewatch. It's a cool tower. I think I spy an outhouse over here. We have to see the facilities a little bit. Cistern for water with the piping up. Pretty nice. Nice digs. Nice digs. Oops. Can't walk through trees, which I suppose is realistic. And an outhouse. Nicest of the nice. Generator. The sign. Oh, the Scary Ranger sign. I'm going to leave him flipped over here at night. The outhouse. Oh, a baseball. Let's look at the baseball. Anybody signed it? Nolan Ryan autograph? No. I'll put you back here. Is this supposed to be a reference to Great Escape, sitting in the outhouse, bouncing a baseball off the walls? Just boom, 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 boom. Steve McQueen. Alright. Now, I am still sort of concerned that there might be, like, lore items to pick up and stuff like that, but it's clearly directing you up to the tower. I don't want to circle around too much or make you guys wait on me as I go through this. So, quick look around. Jonesy Lake. Don't really remember that from the map, but I suppose... Oh, do I have a map? Oh, I do have a map and a compass. Harder to read, obviously. Oh, there's Jonesy Lake. So I have a Two Forks lookout. Cool. And this must be the lookout, the tower itself. Oh, hop over. Oh, to go in the middle. No. I was thinking hop over the tower for a second. Very pretty. The color scheme still is very nice. Looks gorgeous from up here. So what can we see? The mountains, which are beautiful. I wonder if this is based on a real location. I mean, obviously it's supposed to be in Wyoming. And I'm guessing Wyoming's got some beautiful spots. Not sure exactly, but I wonder if this is based... Oh, hey, another tower. So that's the Thoroughfare Lookout. I thought this was the Thoroughfare Lookout. So I have a Two Forks lookout. Cool. This is the Two Forks lookout. Ah, okay. Thoroughfare lookout. Propane. Some sort of grill arrangement inside. All boarded up. Maybe between keepers they board it up and just get shutters or something. Very nice. Oh, nice shadow. Let's open her up. What have we got here? Books. National Forest Guidebook, a water jug. There's that stove, the old wood stove. Supplies for Two Forks, okay. A radio, that's cool. Pine cone, can we look at the pine cone? Ugh, pretty damn dark, so maybe we'll wait for daytime, or if we're even here again. Try it again. I'll try not to open the door, I'm trying to put it back. There we go. And then I'm supposing this turns on the power. Home sweet home. Cozy little
Two
spot.
Forks
Oh.
Tower.
Hello?
Two Forks Tower. This is
Looks like a
Thoroughfare
kid's
Tower.
radio. Hold left shift. Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Oh, that's my
Whoever this
supervisor.
is.
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah,
Interact.
that's what
What's
the
going
guy
on?
said on the phone.
So what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something.
She's
So
not
what's
wrong.
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You
Go
take a stab
outside.
at what's
Can
wrong
we
with
see
me.
in the her in the other
Fine,
tower?
then Can I
No, she doesn't have any lights on.
sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
You're rebelling against mom. She sounds too old. Nobody back home you can stand. 3 ex-husbands. 100%.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow, and you're just out here until the heat dies down, and then you'll...
The other 2 were too personal. Anyways.
Ooh, very good.
Oh,
Bravo,
on the-
Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
Firewatch. I very much like that. I wonder if that banter stays just as funny through the rest of it. And there's the novel. It's not like she was wrong.
Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk,
This is
so
day
call
one.
me when you're ready.
Okay. She can see me at my desk. How the shit? Does she have binoculars or a telescope? I mean, I suppose she does, though I don't have one.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Ooh,
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's
Okay.
6?
Turn the lights on.
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That
Super
high
late,
puts everyone
6:45.
under commission for a day or two. But now that you're up,
So that's what
let
she
me
is,
quickly
yeah.
get you acquainted with the job.
Okay.
There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Yeah. I do see it.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne.
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing.
Hello.
You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God.
Jeez, what the...
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
West?
Are those fucking fireworks?
Oh, fireworks? Oh, I don't see any. Oh, now I do.
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Inconsiderate assholes. This is just
Your
like
job is
those
whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is
baby
like 2
announcement
days away.
parties.
Go down there and set them straight.
I wonder if that'd be it. Can't be, right? I kick the shit out of him. Can I write them a tip? Kid.
Do I write him a ticket?
Easy there, Dirty Harry.
Well,
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right.
So we'll have to find a rope.
There should be one in the supply
Between
box on the way.
the lake.
The
Okay.
code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
1, 2, 3, 4. Convenient indeed. I think that's going to be enough for this episode, and we'll chase down the mystery of the illegal fireworks in the next one. Appreciate very much everybody watching. This is my first video in my YouTube career, so if you have any comments, anything that you might see could be a little bit better about the video in general, I'm happy to hear it. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching whatever parts of the episode you might have. Very happy that you're all here, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.